Hello, hello, hello. Yay. So, I don't really. Ew, what the fuck? That's so weird. Why would you do that? Hi, Nell. Welcome to the stream. Why? That's so odd. Okay. Alright. I don't like that system. I don't know why you're doing that. Okay. I remember how to do this now. Did OBS change stuff? Like, am I crazy? We're gonna try that. Oh! Oh, that's so much better. Wow. Whoa. See, I got a new motherboard. And CPU and RAM. So, I hope this is a little better than it used to be. It used to be there was some weird stuttering I noticed with the way this thing acted. Realtek Ethernet sometimes doesn't work. It's kind of weird. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. So, welcome to whatever this is. We've got a very interesting system here. Couple things to start the stream off with some precursor information. I probably am not going to do a lot of real code today. Mostly because of this. This is what I've been doing for a little bit. It's a very solid first step to actually getting this stuff to work. Very exciting. Yeah, so this is Windows 10 VM, specifically Windows 10 1150 or 1511. Yep, 1511. So, not new, but it is Windows 10. So in this Windows 10 VM is a couple of drivers that I replaced. The HD audio bus is the ReactOS one. So if you look at this HD audio controller device, it is the ReactOS one. Everything that is KMDF, like USB, is powered by the WDF stack from the PR right here. So if we search WDF, we can see that it says ReactOS AMD 64. I've been testing this on hardware and on VMs and being very particular of how this is supposed to work, because I don't really know. So, Yeah, there's essentially multiple devices. Like networking also goes through KMDF now in this version, I think already. So pretty cool. And audio does work. Yeah. So the hardware support in this VM is powered by our KMDF stack, which is important. And very key to the next few goals. So we're going to take a look here at this VM for a few minutes and see some of the side effects of, oh yeah, this is not a checked build of Windows. See the side effects of what we've done. If we do spam IDT, we can see all of the interrupts. Wow, there's a lot. And a lot of them are powered by our WDF stuff. That's so cool. Actually, I didn't realize store port used thing. Yeah, what the heck? It is. I didn't know that. So IRQ, yeah, all these ISA interrupts aren't really real. PCI 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21. Cool. I find it interesting that even Windows 10 reroutes a lot of these PCI devices to above the 0xF mark, so 16. Kind of cool. Even WDM itself is actually using the old style. The old style IRQ, which is not what I would have thought, actually. But everything here is powered by WDF, so very cool either way. Our goal is to analyze this today. I think I've managed to get most of the issues. I can plug in something stupid and it will be fine. Well, that didn't work, but VirtualBox is the problem there. And I've been able to unplug stuff and spam it and really attack the VM pretty hard, and on hardware too. I tested on the Framework laptop. I installed all the Framework laptop drivers, which has SPI and stuff, and just managed to have a relatively decent experience. So since this now works on Windows 10 64-bit, does that mean the USB drivers are fixed on 64-bit too? It's a start to doing that. There will be more coming to try and deal with it. So I do have a UCX stack that I wanted to merge. But the problem was, this PR itself is actually kind of massive. This is 5,000 editions, and although I think I've done pretty good at handling them, they're pretty complicated. So there's a lot. There's so many. Well, eventually, the goal is that we're going to be able to install, or we're going to have a replacement for the USB drivers, so, but, yeah, it's pretty neat. I kind of want to pin that, not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so let's see. One of the things that I want to look at is a function for dumping the IRQ arbiter for ACPI. Let me see if it'll let me do that. Can we say that ReactOS is very close to beta? No. I don't think so. Kind of interesting that VirtualBox, like, basically pretends to be such an old chipset. Look at that. Nothing's using the link nodes. 19C12. I wonder what that's from. Oh, you know what? These are both bound to different processors, so I think I should probably do that twice. 2. Nice! I need to see what something is doing really quick. Oh, you know what? It would help if I also had regedit open. Yeah, I'm getting getting debug prints from the audio bus because this thing actually uses ReactOS for audio, which is funny. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. One thing at a time. I think I'm on the same one that ReactOS usually runs on. Yeah. So I'll change it at another time. So I need okay. Do. Why is basic display being used? Is that right? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, I see what's going on. Okay. That's cool. You know, this thing... Hi, welcome. I have always found to be kind of funny. If you look at the way Win32K starts up, this TS-DDD driver is still the old-fashioned XDDM interface. So, that's cool. We have video for WDM, video for basic display, and then session 0 is just that XDDM interface, because yeah, of course it is. Gaming. Oh yeah, that's cool. Anyway, so coming back to this. Wow. I'm gonna pull up the ye olden ReactOS wiki. I know how to do this. You're gonna have to forgive the fact that I really don't know what I'm doing when I create these pages. So when a CPU in x86 wants to have something handled by, and have an interrupt handled pretty much, there's 255 entries it can use as an offset within the IDT to jump to that, basically. And I've noticed that when we start looking at, no, not that, that. When we start looking at different ways that allocation can happen, I noticed there was something really odd with how MSI applies to this. So I've been looking for a while now at how best to really handle this, but in Windows there's a root IRQ arbiter that handles, okay, here's the ranges of IRQs that can be accepted, and that's an output of after the initial parts of the IDT get reserved. So pretty much when you look at the way, wow, I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. There's a function right here that does 2 passes over the IDT and tries to figure out what's CPU specific and reserved and an actual device. And I noticed that from this, ReactOS doesn't do any kind of adjustment to make sure that the things that are reserved by, well, for internal HAL usage actually account for in when comparing against what's used. So it's kind of a mess. Also, the ReactOS like resource map is kind of fucked up. So that's cool. I guess. But there's a reason I'm looking at this today. Let's see. I think we need okay. Also, look at this. What is this for? I hate this so much. I hate that this TSD thing still exists. But that's gonna be its own problem. Oh, right. I was curious if this would work. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, that's gonna be fun. Long time no stream? Yeah, well, you know, life. I don't really like doing this very long anymore. It gets me tired. There's been a bunch of things going on. You know, that kind of stuff. Those reasons. Alrighty. Apparently, yeah, such is life. Okay, so we need to get this merged, so I wanted to add some more information to this, and as I'm going along, I'm going to add things to this page, because I don't think all of my arbiter work is perfectly compatible, and I don't think it has to be, but I do want to track what's different long term, as eventually it may matter. I don't know. Let's see. If I do IDT, and I find something that's using that, and find its handle, oh no, that's not what I needed. Don't I just need this? I think I just needed this. Also, I don't see USB in here. Weird. Oh well. I want to see if I can pull information from this now. We're gonna Google this. So it's this and no. No. Okay. Weird. What am I trying to do? Oh, I was just seeing if some of our WDF, if I can pull the WDF object really quick so I can make sure everything's compatible, because I've never actually tested that. I'm going to add it to my PR as a reference, I guess. I don't. Here I am looking through WinDebug commands again. What's VM bus interrupt? I don't care actually. Oh, wait. Oh no, I just did that. I'm done. Nah, whatever. Doesn't matter that much. Although I wish I had some comments on this PR now. I don't know what they... anyway. Okay, so back to what I was doing before. Really? Oh, that's not available in Vista anymore. Duh. Fucking stupid. What the fuck? Hey, Winter. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hasta la Vista, baby. Yeah, there's a lot of Vista. I do think so. Love that. So I don't know. Does it still work anymore? I don't think so. Fascinating. I bet you didn't know that the PPM service is bound to an actual device in later Windows. Like if you do this. Whoa. There still is a processor.sys, but if it's an AMD CPU, it loads this instead. It's kind of funny. I like it. I like the driver a little bit. It was kind of neat. Work on your PS4 subsystem today. Darn it. Should have done that. Darn it, darn it. So true. So real. Well, that's not very helpful. Okay. Interesting that IRQ 9 is completely locked down, which actually makes sense. Yeah, you can't. IRQ 9 is probably exclusive on ACPI systems. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. No, I can share it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You know, today I just realized that I kind of broke Streamlabs, didn't I? Because I think somebody just donated, but it didn't tell me who. So thanks, Streamlabs. That's helpful. Or, oh, you know what? That's probably why. So thank you to the person that did. I did not let me see your name, though. Oh well. That's kind of wild. I don't know why it broke like that. Cool! Cool. I'll have to fix that later. I wonder if Arrow would ever be supported in ReactOS. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I think if this does what I want it to, let's see. I think this is root. Oh, no? Okay, cool. That's nice. So I'm confused why this exists then. root bus number, root port, root memory, root DMA, yeah, that makes sense. So this is ACPI's root allocation being handled by HAL. Which, yeah. While this device, and I mean, you can actually look at this, like, this is, I mean, yeah, it's different. Hey, May. Well, it's been a while. You can... So if this is for ACPI HAL, this is the root arbiters for PCI. So PCI memory, PCI port, it calls on hal.sys for its handling. One 1199 CC 12 12 13 13 14. So ReactOS doesn't really do this part properly, but let's look at it anyway. So there's a root IRQ arbiter. That's not what I wanted to do. There's a root memory arbiter. Root port, root DMA, and root bus number. Port, root bus number. And all of these initialize a very wide range. I don't understand one thing about it, though, is why sometimes, not sometimes, why the root memory arbiter will, is it letting HAL take care of it, or is it the fact that PCI reserves it on its own? I don't really understand that. What I did is that ACPI passes a list of information on the ranges that should be there. Yeah. So initialize arbiter initializes IO port. Interrupt memory. PCI IO port, PCI memory. Blank, which is stupid. That's fine. That's cool. Nice and dandy. So the idea is, if The idea is a chain of command where PCIX calls upon the root arbiter of... Thank you, Sitasan. Have a good day. Root arbiter of the kernel to ask for permission to grab a root bus, which is vastly over-designed, and I don't like that, but let's ignore that for now. I think okay, let's try something really quick. Let me reset the VM. And then I'm immediately going to call this. Oh, that's not the right one. I'll keep a track of that, though. Anyway. Freeze! Yay! What? A little too early. You suck. Oh my god, you suck. That happens so fast. I need to like put in a breakpoint or something. Oh yeah, let's see if this works while we're here. I love when the comments in CRSS only tell me what's happening and not what they're doing overall. Yeah, me too. It's my favorite thing that our code base does. I just love when we have comments that really don't inspire any confidence that we know what we're talking about. It's great. It's amazing. Great. Cool. Why is this called ACPI IRQ now? That's dumb. Whatever. Does it just erase it? Well, I don't know what happened there. So, I know our arbiter structures are fine, and I have code that does do its job, but I'm really, like, I don't think I want this to behave instantly. You know why this might be happening, actually? Let me see. Anyway. I think there's no parent. It's connected to the system bus. Otherwise, it's the root bus. Why is this disabled? What the fuck is PDO commit? Oh yeah, okay. That's not very nice. Not even the headers. They're right there, you fucking dingus. I'm just kidding, this is 15 years old. Well, that's swag. Let me... I have gone through and I have attacked PCIX multiple times, and every single time I think I've gotten a little closer to really getting it to working well. But let's back up a little bit and let's do something a little silly, a little goofy, if you will. Let's try to make some effort to see what this is. Oh. I don't like this. Wow, this is terrible. Developer, yeah. Oh, you know what? I should actually be doing this in a branch. I just want to see and make sure that my code's gonna fit fine. Yeah, me too. I'm tired. Well, I didn't work today. It's Saturday or Sunday, but you know. All right. When the HD audio driver works, would it allow the audio to be passed through the GPU's HDMI? Yes. As long as you have a driver that works. But yes. I've actually already tested that. Yes, it works fine. That is what this system is running. Fun fact. But yes. Yeah, there's one driver I've gotten with GPU audio working. Only one so far, but I haven't really tried super hard. I'm kind of letting Oleg do his thing, but it does work. Anyway. How far is ALPC? Nobody wants to touch it right now. I have logic for it somewhere, but like it's not something we need right now at all. Like not even close. It is so far off of something we care about yet. Maybe one day we'll care about it more, but we do have a pretty good idea of how to do it and how it works, but it's just not necessary yet. What's calling this? I don't know if I like that. I don't really want it to be GPL. Okay, we'll redo this from scratch. Yeah, this code's kinda before he, yeah. Oh man, that sounds awful, mate. I hope you survive. Stop doing that. Your dumb suggestions. Alright. Now you get to watch me redo this. Sure. So what am I fixing right now? I am just redoing the initial arbiter, root arbiter stuff because I don't... No, it's not. It's not ever going to be used. I am completely redoing it. Like, completely. I'm not touching that, what he did with a 9-foot pole. Oh, PSP, USP, P&P stuff. What? I don't think so. Well, maybe. Kinda. Sure. They need to survive much longer. No, I'm not. I have an implementation I already wrote. I'm just reorganizing it as I write this in. Because the reality is that I write code kind of shit at first, and then I have to go in and fix it. Like, it's not... I don't know. I mean... Oh, they don't like capital letters. That's right. Yay. Okay, better. All right, let's grab my code. Oh, you know what? Actually. Does ReactOS support this? Yeah, kinda. See you, San. Have a good day. That's not what I wanted. Thanks, though. Of course, it's gonna start grabbing shit from ReactOS because it's in the repo. You forgot one. There you go. There you go. Happy with that now. Nice. Although on one hand, does this do anything? Yeah, okay. That, wow, that's helpful. Uh, all right. Yeah, that's familiar. Okay. I'll introduce this slowly, not to break anything. Okay, so let's see. Should I rename this? Let me check my notes really quick. No, those mean something. It does use those. It's gross. Alright, whatever. So the goal here is we're going to grab code slowly because I did modify the kernel to do arbiter, but I was kind of curious if I could just clean it up as I go and move things in here as much as I can. Also so I can relicense it to MIT and have less GPL in the kernel. But I don't really see Why do those have an extra one? Weird. I would have not noticed that otherwise. That's kind of odd. That's not what I asked you to do. Stop doing that. Cool. Oh yeah, I can make this bigger if you guys want. That is what I wanted to do. I like how half the time it's helpful and half the time it's just like frustrating me. Cool. Boink. Yeah, I put this in here. No. That's no. Yeah, that's how autocomplete is. Yes, it is. Jesus Christ. Is that even right? I don't know why I just didn't do that. No. You don't really need this. Yeah, good job. Wee. Employees. I like the implication that PCI for some reason just grabs the entire thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a PCI thing, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Names are a little different for some reason. That is not, no. That's not right. It was. Buddy. What? I mean, I guess they are. What? I don't think that's right either. What? It's not even there! Alright, whatever. It's funny. I think yes. I don't know why I was struggling to do that. Anyway. Here's what I think. I think, technically, all we really have to do is... Wait, what? Yes. Yes, that's... Yeah, sure. What are you doing? All right. Oh, that probably should be paged code, huh? Yeah, that would help. That would help. Oh, I need to add in range, don't I? Huh? Sure. Actually, we should probably... Hello. How you doing? It is. Start. Anyway. Oops. Start out length, start CM descriptor. Okay. Nice. Okay. There's a reason I'm starting with this, just for the record. Even if it's kind of boring. Weird. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Look at my notes again. Ooh, I'm getting kind of hungry, actually. Wow. We'll fill in more implementations later. Let's just continue on for now. Bad. Oh wow, that's not very helpful, is it? Our DMA number, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, I have to start somewhere cleaning this up. You laugh, but I've been working on this for so long that I know now what I want everything to look like. Sorry. So fair, so true. Oh, wow. I just did something dumb. Wait. Sweet. I love when this works properly. Only 5% of the time. But that 5% saves me so many times. So much. Let's see if it even did it right. It did. Ah, look at that. It worked for once. Now, I don't really know if, you know, what's the word? Let's see. No, I think I've covered most of my bases here, actually. Let me undo this really quick. You long. I don't know if I buy that. There's a U long. That's pretty weird. Oh, I forgot I reinstalled Windows and I forgot to put my fucking product key. This is a new computer. I literally just built this a couple days ago. Look at that. Nice. Ba. See ya. Have a good day. I think I'm gonna go get food and continue this grabbing code from the thing. So, are you one of the big devs for the OS? Yeah, something like that. We have core members. I'm part of that group. Let's see. Oh, I wouldn't install it. It's not that usable yet. It's still in alpha and blah 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 blah. Alright, so I'm going to continue this offline. That's about as much streamy as I can get right now. But yeah, just continuing to port over arbiter code so we can have a basis that's not completely broken. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody. I will, see you whenever I stream again. Yeah.